Good afternoon, everybody. I'm going to walk you through modules B and C real quick. Module B was due last night. I did not realize that when I set these up that was Labor Day, so if you have not done it, that's okay. Get it knocked out. There are 3 assignments to do and a couple of videos to watch. So what we're going to do is watch the 3 videos, the Cornell notes, the levels of communication, and the rhetorical situations. We will choose and develop topics. This will be Cornell notes over the video that is attached. And then the communication model. I want you to watch the video on communication model, the Shannon-Weaver model, and take notes on that. You can put these in the same Cornell notes setup. You can put them in the same notes for B1 and B3. It can be one paper, take notes on one, draw a line, chunk those notes, and go into the other one. And then the communication model right here is the last assignment in this particular section. What we are going to do, this is kind of a fun assignment. Based on the communication model that we learned in B3, I want you to choose one of these pictures, and I want you to identify who the following are and tell me a little bit about it. So use complete sentences in your answer. So if we're looking at this first one, you're thinking to yourself, what is the context of this picture? What's happening in it? Who are the communicators? Who's the sender? Who's the receiver? What message is being conveyed from the sender to the receiver? What channel are they using? What noise could prevent that message from going down the channel and getting to the receiver? And then what the feedback might be. So pick one of these pictures and answer all 8 of those. This is a fun one. There are no wrong answers. Take your time. I want to see how your mind works and what you learned from the communication model that we learned about in B3. That gets us onto Module C, and what we are doing here is getting ready for our first speech. So again, inside the announcements, I put the schedule for the semester. It's got it right here. So the speech that we're ultimately gonna give is going to be due on 9/27 is going to be the informative speech outline, and this is where you will actually turn it in as well. So during September 27th, we will turn in that speech. We have a little bit of time, but we want to make sure that we're staying ahead of everything. So make sure that we're in a good place there. But inside Module C, what we're going to do is number 1, the scavenger hunt. There are going to be 3 things that we want you to look up using the LRC's setup. So we're going to watch the Super Search video. It is on the previous tab. And then we're going to use Super Search to find peer-reviewed articles on the following topics. Provide APA citation for the first entry. So we're going to search for these 3 things right here and connect those, give us the APA citations in there, just so that I know you know how to use the Super Search, and here's the video on how to do that right there. C2 is an annotated bibliography. What we want you to do is start thinking about your informative speech. So think about something that you want to give a speech on, and we want to start searching for some sources for your particular speech. So we're going to take what we've learned in the first one, and we are going to start doing some research on what our speech is going to be over, and I want you to do an annotated bibliography. It walks you through the steps right here and gives you an example of what this is going to look like, but we want to answer these 3 questions. It can be about anything. This is something that you want to give a speech over, but I will remind you, since most of you are going towards a teaching degree, I want you to think about that as you're choosing your topic. So make sure it's something that you might use in the classroom or something that you might have some, you might want to do some additional research on. And then from there, I want you to use sentences to identify our method of organization and your main ideas. So we're going to start building that speech in this one. Watch this video and answer these questions right here, and you'll be all good to go. If you have any questions, always reach out to me, tlclark@odessa.edu.